The next use case that I'll demonstrate is building a qualitative ChatGPT assistant. So let's say we have these interviews, a lot of 13 or so interview transcripts with farmers. So the interviewer asks questions and the farmer responds, and so it goes on. And these are quite lengthy documents with a lot of information. So let's say you've compiled a whole bunch of these interviews, and what you want to do now is you're conducting a research project into the practices of perennial polyculture farming across multiple crops on the same piece of land over different seasons. You want to get some information out of them. Can you create an AI assistant that does this for you? So I'm setting this up. I've just put the text in to speed things up. An assistant for analyzing interviews and extracting information. You're a research assistant helping researchers process interview transcripts. If it has not been provided, first ask the researcher to upload a transcript document. Then provide the following information. Identify the most important observation related to farming into no more than 30 words. List all items that are being produced in the farm or that generate revenue. Identify 5 farming practices that are employed, 5 challenges they encounter, 3 values held by the farmer, list any local farming practices that the farmers disapprove of, and provide a recommendation for an economic or agrarian policy that would assist the farmers. So this is essentially what the interviews were asking, and this is kind of now trying to summarize this data out. After generating the summary, ask if the user would like to have the data emailed to them. If they do, ask for their email address, and then use the action send mail using the subject interview analyzer output. So I have configured an action, and again, this is quite a complex, a slightly more complex feature of ChatGPT, so the ability to kind of call out to an API and send an email. So I won't go into that in detail. I have kind of showed that in another, in the SurveyMonkey example, that let's say you're the researcher now and you upload a document and go. So ChatGPT has processed the document, and the most important observation is it focuses on sustainable practices to serve as an example of agriculture that is environmentally friendly and commercially viable. It's picked out 5 products: chestnuts, fruit trees, nursery trees, pawpaws, aronia berries, some farming practices, interplanting of various perennial species, and challenges: Japanese beetle infestation, some values held by the farmers: commitment to environmentally sustainable and responsible farming, desire to create self-sufficient, safe homestead. Practices that they've seen locally that they disapprove of is conventional industrial agricultural practices that cause environmental harm, such as soil erosion. And there's a recommendation for adjusting the conservation reserve program to allow harvesting of alternative crops such as chestnuts and other perennial crops. Would you like that summary sent to you by email? Yes, please. Let's see if this works. Okay, so it is calling the HTTP endpoint. So it's basically asking if we can let it continue. I'm going to say yes. And it's now trying to send it. The analysis has been sent to your email address. If you have any other questions. Okay, so you could do that for any number of your documents, just uploading these files and getting similar outputs. And then, collating them into your research report. Okay, let's see if the email has arrived. So here is the email. Hello, here is the analysis from the interview transcript. Important observation: the farm focused on sustainable practices, items produced, etc. So you can see how it's even signed itself off. You can see how you can integrate ChatGPT with these other tools and systems on the web, and slowly this will, or I'm sure it's not going to be slow, but this will soon take off, and you'll be able to access very rich functionality using these ChatGPT functions or these ChatGPT actions.